Imagine this. You're digging in your backyard and suddenly, bam, you hit something. It's not treasure, but a time capsule. A box packed with memories, messages, and, let's be real, probably some random junk that someone in the past thought was cool. Stick around, because we're uncovering the weirdest, funniest, and most mind-blowing time capsules ever created. You won't believe what's inside. First, let's break it down. A time capsule is like a message in a bottle, except it's buried in the ground, and instead of floating to a desert island, it's meant to be opened by people in the future. It's a snapshot of a moment in time, sealed up for decades, or even centuries. Think of it as history's version of a DM, just with a really long delivery time. Now, time capsules can be as simple as a shoebox full of knickknacks or as elaborate as a whole underground bunker. I'm talking reinforced concrete, hermetically sealed, the whole shebang. But no matter the size, the idea is the same, to preserve a piece of the present for the people of the future. So buckle up because we're about to dig into the fascinating world of time capsules. Let's dive into some of the coolest and weirdest time capsules ever buried. We're talking about the kind of stuff that makes you scratch your head and say, what were they thinking? First up, the Crypt of Civilization in Georgia, USA. Buried in 1940, this bad boy isn't meant to be opened until the year 8113. That's 6,000 years from now. So what treasures did they deem worthy of preserving for 6 millennia? Well, there's a typewriter, a set of dentures, and a recording of a rooster crowing. Next, we're heading to New York City. In 1939, they buried a time capsule at the World's Fair. Inside, a copy of Gone with the Wind on microfilm, a message from Albert Einstein, and wait for it, a pack of Camel cigarettes. But it's not just the big, official time capsules that are interesting. Sometimes it's the smaller, more personal ones that really get to you. Like the one a group of friends buried in their backyard, filled with photos, mixtapes, and a list of their hopes and dreams for the future. Time capsules, big or small, always have a story to tell. Okay, we've talked about the famous ones, but let's be honest. What we really want to see is the weird stuff. The things people thought were a good idea at the time, but are now just baffling. And trust me, there's no shortage of baffling when it comes to time capsules. Case in point. In 1997, a group of kids buried a Tamagotchi in a capsule. You know, those little digital pets that died if you didn't feed them every 5 minutes? Yep, their poor digital pet has been starving for 26 years now. R.I.P., little buddy. Then there was the time capsule buried in Pennsylvania in 1968, which contained, among other things, a can of Spam and a Richard Nixon campaign button. But the weirdness doesn't stop there. People have buried everything from lawn gnomes to jars of mayonnaise to VHS tapes of their favorite soap operas. I mean, I get it. You want to preserve a piece of your life. But maybe choose something that won't make future generations question your sanity. And who knows? Maybe someday our descendants will be digging up our time capsules and laughing at our primitive technology and our bizarre cultural artifacts. So we've seen the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre, but it still begs the question, why? Why do we go through all the trouble of burying stuff for future generations? Are we that narcissistic? Well, maybe a little, but there's more to it than that. See, I think it boils down to a fundamental human need, the need to connect. We want to know that our lives have meaning, that we'll be remembered after we're gone. A time capsule is a bridge between generations, a way to connect with people we'll never meet. It's a reminder that we're all part of something bigger than ourselves, something that stretches back through time and will continue long after we're gone. Because in the end, a time capsule isn't just about the past, it's about the present and the future too. So, you've heard about all these awesome time capsules and you're thinking, hey, I want to do that. And you know what? You totally should. It's easier than you think to create your own message in a bottle for the future. First things first, you're going to need a container. And no, a used pizza box won't cut it. You want something durable, something that can withstand the elements. Think waterproof, airtight, maybe even squirrel-proof. A sturdy plastic tote or a stainless steel container is a good bet. Now for the fun part, choosing what to put inside. This is where you get to be creative. What objects represent your life right now? a smartphone, a fidget spinner, a copy of your favorite meme printed out. Hey, future historians need a laugh too. But don't just focus on objects. Words are powerful too. Write a letter to the future. Tell them about your life, your dreams, your fears. Once you've got your treasures assembled, seal up that time capsule tight and bury it in a safe spot. And there you have it, your very own piece of history. Time capsules remind us that even in our chaotic, meme-filled lives, we're part of something bigger. What we leave behind today could inspire someone centuries from now. So, what message would you send to the future? Let me know in the comments. What would you put in your time capsule? And remember, if you ever find a time capsule, don't forget to share the weird stuff inside with the rest of us.